Ladies and gentlemen, aliens, whatever you identify in this wonderful, beautiful world, welcome into the Hunter Houston ESG podcast. As always, I am your host, T to the D to the C, Texas Department of Corrections, and me, T to the D, whatever you want to call me. I am here. Hello, how are things today? We got a wonderful show, at least I like to think so. But before we get started, let's just give a shout out to Chris from Unlimited Games, and I'm probably saying that wrong. I always say everything wrong. Uh, and Shelby, North Carolina. Sometimes he is here with us. He is going to be here with us probably once a month going forward for Chris's Corner. That's going to be his segment, his little thing. And so we wish him a good day, a good night, and hope he's having a good time. But that as well, let's give a shout out to Resonance Daryl from the Resonance Daryl YouTube show and the filthiest of resellers. Also to the Games Ain't Dead or Ain't Dead Games with Sean Powers. And then, of course, PlayStation Ain't Dead. Now, saying all that, please like and share, subscribe those shows. Also, like, share, subscribe my show. I would really appreciate that. That's the keeps the lights on because trust me, it's getting expensive out there for lights. You have no idea. You know, you just give these clowns money and they just keep taking money from you, and it's super lame. But with that said, got my drink for the night. Good old tea here. It's a nice Antioch's brew tea. I am not sponsored by them. I would like to be because I drink enough of this that, hey, Amazon, if you're watching or listening, I'd like to be sponsored by your tea and get, and you don't even have to pay me. You can just give me more tea because the tea is really good. Oh, and shout out to Rumble Studios for hosting us and having us do this platform and using their awesome and amazing tools. So shout out to Rumble Studios, YouTube, and of course everywhere else we're seen from iHeartRadio, uh, Twitch, wherever you can find me. It's just about all over the place. I think the only place I'm missing from sometimes is Apple Play. I just keep forgetting to plug that one in. Cheers to you. Uh, that's kind of a callback to the Loot Bros. It's the Loot Bros thing they used to do. So I brought that back because people like that. Now, what game am I playing before we get going? Games I am currently playing or thinking about playing. Currently, I'm playing NCAA College Football, which, got a little NCAA College Football 2027. I'm playing a little bit of playing a lot of Nintendo games lately. And, this will actually segue into basically one of our main topics. But I've been playing a lot of Nintendo, loving Nintendo, and loving what Nintendo, some of the things, and there's other things about Nintendo that drives me insane. But with the Switch 2, which again, I didn't get it until basically a year after 1 year, and I crapped all over it. You can watch earlier episodes of me, and the thing is I always say, people say, well, what episode should I look for? I say, I have no idea. All you have to do is look at the thumbnail. Now, I did not do a thumbnail for this. I'll probably do one later on. But all my thumbnails can tell you everything you need to know. Someone asked me about, oh, well, do you think Cindy Sweeney's pretty? I'm like, I don't. I think Cindy Sweeney's a butterface. She's okay looking. She's nothing special. But I did a whole episode of why, and then they're like, oh, I can't find it. I'm like, look for the thumbnail, and then I just scrolled through like 100 and something plus episodes and saw like the bath water soap Cindy Sweeney or whatever. I'm like, bam, there you go. So if you're ever looking for a particular episode, just look at the thumbnail. That's the best way to say you'll be able to find the episode that you want of this show. Now, without that said, and moving into one of the main topics, is that I just saw Mario Galaxy the movie with my family. And let me just say, let's just play a little bit of the trailer first. I don't want to get like knocked or hit with something. So we're just going to play a little bit of the trailer. But let's just check this out real quick. And let's go over here. All right. Now, if you see this, which you can. I'm getting better on using these tools, so thank you. Last show did not go as well as I wanted it to, but let me just say, if you have never played Mario Galaxy games, which are over 20 years old, one and I think two is like maybe like 18 years old or whatever, but the Mario Galaxy is over a 20-year-old game. Imagine that you're playing it as a kid or even as an adult in this 20-year-old game. You must feel unbelievable. So, long story short, watch this movie with my family, and let me just say,
I demand that you release
I
my
absolutely
over my dead body.
and positively
Fine.
that's enough for me to have played of the show, of that in particularly. Let's see here. That's got to kill the headlights and throw it in neutral here. All right. So, with that said, I loved Mario Galaxy the movie. I thought it was 100 times better than the Super Mario movie. The Super Mario movie, as good as it did have some stuff that was kind of questionable, and it basically made Princess Peach way too much of a Mary Sue, and made me question like can I let my child watch this? And if you're not paying attention and you grew up as a millennial and being 5 or 10 years differently, it does make all the difference in the world. And I felt like, even Nintendo had problems with the Mario movie, the original Mario movie. This one here, gold star. It stands alone by itself. If they've never even released the first one, this one stands alone. 10 out of 10, perfect movie. There is nothing wrong with this movie. You can take every member of your family, and there's something there for everyone. There's no hidden messages. There's no, like, is this iffy or blah, 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 like where the first one had. If you think now, in the credits at the very end, they do have this one little guy from a previous episode about killing yourself or suicide kind of guy or whatever, a depressing guy. And I didn't like that. So it's kind of like almost like a hint to the mentors or something like that. So that's only going to be if you get like certain characters and Mario lore. I forgot what the character's name is. But other than that, I mean, it's at the very, very, very end. Like when the credits are done rolling. So you don't have to watch that unless you want to. Other than that, 10 out of 10, perfect movie. I strongly recommend you see it with your family, see it by yourself. It's a standalone good movie. It's you can rewatch it and enjoy it. There are very few movies that you can rewatch and enjoy in today's world. It's like you see it once, like and you watch it a couple of months later or like a year later, like This one you can basically say, I watched it today. I might turn around and watch it again tomorrow. When it genuinely makes you smile and makes you laugh. Nintendo had a lot more control over this one because they were really pissed about the last one. This does make a difference. So I strongly recommend, and you can watch it for free on Peacock or you can pay for it on Amazon or wherever you can buy it at. But currently, it is available to watch for free or stream for free on Peacock. I will definitely be buying that movie for Blu-ray. There's no question I will have a copy of that for Blu-ray. Just overall, just a 10 out of 10. I can't say enough about that movie. The games themselves, though, again, they're over 20 plus years old and they've aged well. But again, you had to like Mario 64 in order to like that. And I realized this. I never really liked Mario 64. I'm that weird guy who didn't like Mario 64. I loved all the other Marios. I just didn't like Mario 64. I love Mario 3D. I love all the side scrollers. I love Mario Odyssey. I just wasn't a Mario 64 guy. I'm sorry, not sorry, just wasn't a Mario 64 guy. I love Mario Sunshine. Just didn't like Mario 64. So, but again, 10 out of 10, perfect movie. Go and see the Mario movie. You will not regret it. You will love it to death. Now, speaking of movies, we're going to move on to a trailer for a movie that a lot of people were sleeping on, and even myself was sleeping on. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, the Residence Evil movie trailer number 2. And it is a great movie trailer. I'm going to play a little bit of this trailer and let you guys check it out. hopefully you'll like this trailer. It's really cool, and to me, it's like people are like, "Oh, it's not really Resident Evil." No, I think what it is, it's a prequel to Resident Evil, not just to Resident Evil. Number. Let's go ahead here and stop this for a second. And get this going. Let's put it up on screen for you guys at the stage. There we go. All right, y'all ready? Check this out. 3, 2, 1. Let's roll it.
Hey, man, I gotta be 7. Do you know where I can take this? Excuse me, oh my God. Anybody order a kidney or liver or whatever this is? Anybody? It seems like it's kind of important.
Hey, you got time for another run?
No, I'm wrapped up for the...
It's outside the zone, so it pays double.
I could do that. Sweetheart, I'm sorry, the signal sucks here. Can you hear me?
I'm gonna stay with Katie for a bit, I think.
Michelle, please do not go stay with freaking Katie.
All right, so I already like the fact that what this is going for, and to me, it's like, okay, he's a delivery boy, and look, man, I almost had a job doing something like this where you deliver like body parts or you pick up body parts, and that was like kind of cool onto itself. At least I thought it was kind of cool that you could have a job picking up body parts, and going like doing whatever. But let's get back to the trailer. But I almost had a job like this. I actually interviewed for a job like this. My homeboy almost got me a job doing this. Shout out to my boy. I can't think of his name right now. I think his name was Chris.
Also hurts my feelings that you don't even care enough to come home and have this conversation.
Seriously, I'm working. This could be some 8-year-old boy's heart or someone's mom's brain.
And that's where the stop with the shock is. I thought that was great. I thought that was wonderful when they did that, was the shock and awe. And that's a little bit differently, where you gotta understand there's the thrill of Resident Evil is that this is going back to the classics of just little small intricate things. That's what makes it great.
Hello? There's an emergency here. I was wondering if I could use your phone.
And this is the kicker. Okay, so he had a cell phone. All right. Now a lot of people are not realizing this. He had a cell phone. Rather than using his cell phone to call for help because maybe his connection went bad or his cell phone broke or whatever and ran out of electricity, he has to use the old school dial-up phone. And that's what even makes it more creepier and even better than what it should be. That he has to use this old school dial-up phone, and that he's in an old classic house. Looks like it's about around probably probably like 92, 93, maybe even like late 80s with the wall aesthetics and everything. So again, it gets that creepy feel, and it's not a jump scare, but it feels like there's a jump scare waiting on you. All right, let's go ahead and continue.
Hi, you've reached Michelle. Leave a message.
Hey, baby, I'm really sorry that we got disconnected earlier. Some things have happened, and I can't get a hold of police. Bullets.
And I love the fact...
Could you just call me back on this number, please? I love you.
All right, so I love the fact that the shotgun's over the top of the fireplace, because I believe in Resident Evil 1 there was also, it's either Resident Evil 1, I'm pretty sure it's 100% Resident Evil 1, that there was a shotgun over the fireplace. So you're paying homage to Resident Evil 1, even though I do think this is a prequel that will lead into Resident Evil 1. All right, let's continue on. And the fact is, the zombie, and see that scare right there, and how fast that zombie's moving
in this town
is crazy.
Transpired in a matter of hours. You've got no idea what you've got there in your hands.
And again, this is amazing.
Yeah, where was it going again?
Raccoon City General.
Hey, no sweat.
Yep, no sweat. I love he has the smile. It's perfectly done. He's an innocent person. He's just an innocent bystander. He's going through is just like, oh, I'm just doing this. I think that's unbelievably cool, and I do believe that this would be a prequel, or it could be technically two prequels that actually lead up into the original Resident Evil. Um, so because think about it, this one basically there's some, let's say that's a special kid needs, there's a special something another, and that you know the kid ends up getting killed, or the kid ends up becoming like Mr. X or something like that, or like one of the first Titans, or was it Tyrants or whatever. He becomes the first tyrant, which would be kind of cool. So there's all types of things that can end up happening, but I definitely feel this is a prequel, and I think this could revitalize the Resident Evil live action. Um, and I know they didn't really follow it as good as they could have with a lot of these other Resident Evil, but I hope that what they're going to do for this first movie is going to revitalize the campaign or the series when it comes to live action, and basically make it about this, like the characters are in that world, but the characters aren't the world. Like Mia Jovovich, who played, her character in the Resident Evil series, it was about her, not about the world that she was in as much. And I really think this will do a much better job of making about the world of Resident Evil and not necessarily about one particular character. Live within the world of the series. So that's what I really wanted to say. Now, this week for How Dare You? And let's see if we can get the How Dare You thing going on here. Because I want to get that right and make that really cool for you guys. There we go. My favorite skit out of all skits. My favorite thing. Let's see if we can bring that old wonderful skit back up. And it's so wonderful and amazing. Let's
This is all wrong. This is all wrong.
all right, let's see if I can get this right.
I shouldn't be up here.
I shouldn't be up here.
I should be back in school on the other side of the ocean. Yet you all come to us young people for hope.
No one came
How
to those young
dare
people
you?
for young people or hope. How dare
You have stolen my dreams.
You stole my dreams. She had no dreams at the point in time. She's just a child pretending to do something. But how dare you to Halo? And for those that don't know, the new Halo game has came out. And of course it looks amazing. But here's the thing is I own the original Xbox. I actually have two of them down here. I own an Xbox 360. I own an Xbox One. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, I kind of own all the Xboxes. Surprise, surprise, surprise. I got a green background in the backdrop. I love green, and Xbox is like green. So there we go. So, with that said, I had played the original Halo. I got it day one. Because remember, if you were so old as I am to have played the original Xbox, it came with two games. It came with Halo and you can get an NFL Fever, which was their one of their Xbox's games, Microsoft's game, or you can get Fusion Frenzy or something else. I believe I got Fusion Frenzy and Halo. And what people don't understand is Halo is the generational game when it comes to controls. Halo redefined controls for video games before COD did. Now, COD took it to another level. I mean, Halo was like super up high and was sitting on the mountain, and they were playing a game of King of the Hill, and from out of nowhere, COD came with their controls and Modern Warfare, the original Modern Warfare, and just kicked them not only off the mountain, not only like down to the bottom, but kicked them off the damn mountain so bad they ain't never damn recovered. Because it was like what was it, like around Halo 3 is when Modern Warfare 2 came out, and Modern Warfare 1 came out and just changed gaming forever. Okay. But before then, you had Halo 2. Long story short, I played all the Halos. Okay, I've read the books. I have the audio books, and so they added in a new character. Let's look up this real quick about this new character, and maybe I could show you guys because it's not member berries. It's not. Oh, you're just remembering things wrong. They always hated. And the thing is, it's going to do well because it's on PS5 now. But let's see. Let me look up Halo's new character. Halo new character. If I can spell that right. Sometimes I'm a horrible speller. Okay, this clown right here. And I just want to show you guys this clown. And trust me, there is nothing to like with this particular lady whatsoever. She just, and it's not just her, it's just some of the things they did in general and just made this unlikable, like in the worst way. Let's add to this stage here. All right, so let's take a look at this. And there she is right there.
I'm Lieutenant Williams, Tiger Company.
From the 92nd Shock Troops Battalion.
One and the same. Honored you've heard of us, Sergeant Major. We certainly know who you are.
The honor's mine, LT. Glad we could help.
Robbins, take the team and give me a perimeter check.
And she's just a hater. She's a straight up hater. And if you listen to some of the things that she says in the game,
You don't.
and she's not even.
I'm
OESP.
Lieutenant Williams, Tiger Company.
From the 90s.
And she's added on. She's not some character that was just magically showed up or was some great character. And there's a few other things they changed around. Now, note, this is not the first remastered or remake of Halo 1. The very first one was only 360, okay? That is the anniversary edition, I think a 10-year anniversary edition of Halo. Then there is the Halo Master Chief Collection, which is the one for the Xbox One. And now there is this one. And look, man, you can say, oh, well, you're a chud, you're an incel, you're whatever type of new age bullshit, that you want to fucking put on somebody, because of we don't like your fucking dog shit. And it's dog shit. It's fucking it's slop in the worst way of adding in characters that hate for the sake of hating because you want to self-insert. Probably some big fucking fat slob bitch who works there wanted to put herself in the fucking game. Okay? Let's just be honest. And I guarantee you, it wasn't written by a fucking dude. No dude would have wrote that shit in there. So it's either some motherfucker who was ugly and so you know what? Fuck Master Chief. Master Chief represents every man in the patriarchy or whatever type of bullshit. No, it doesn't represent the patriarchy or every type of bullshit. It represents the male fantasy of, hey man, he sacrificed a lot. He sacrificed who he is and what he is in order to be a man, in order to save people, in order to be a hero. Like Captain America. Are you going to say Captain America? And I know every woman in the world loves Chris Evans, who plays Captain America. So you want to say that Captain America is an incel, a chud, or whatever, because he basically sacrificed everything so he could fight in the war and save Americans and become and be a hero to protect people? Oh, I just ruined all your bullshit talking points because Chris Evans is hot. That's right. Fucked you all types of up. So cut with the bullshit, for everybody out there. It's like, oh, well, you're just no. I know shit when I see shit, okay? And look, if you could stop self-inserting, and this all goes back also, I'm gonna circle back around to the Super Mario Galaxy movie. So much better than the first movie. There was no questionable stuff in it. Everything was just absolutely 10 out of 10 perfect. And they're talking about they played it safe. Everybody who did not give it a perfect 10, they played it safe. No. It wasn't playing it safe. You made a perfect fucking movie. Period. That's the end of discussion. And if Halo, by the way, if Halo went and added all this extra horse shit and changed all these characters and changed dialogue and all this other stuff, and thing is, Sarge is, it's like you still made the Sarge cool, but it's like you basically made everybody want to shit on Master Chief. So whoever, I would love to know who the team is or who worked on the new Halo game. I have a good depiction of what they look like. And it's nothing special. So, with that said, hey, if you want to buy it, you go ahead and buy it. If you need to buy Halo for the fourth time in a remaster, great. I strongly recommend you play the original Halo on PC, or you play. I mean, even the was it the one for the Xbox 360, the redone version, anniversary version, 10-year anniversary version works well, and that's questionable to an extent. And then even play the Master Chief Collection. It's not that bad. But this version here, and all it has is all it has is like a campaign multiplayer. It doesn't even have multiplayer. But again, it's the first time being on PlayStation 5. It's like, oh, we won. We got on the PlayStation 5. Halo's awesome. Halo's amazing. And I heard people griping there's a lot of hand holding in it. So, the original Halo had no hand holding in it. And it was hard. And they said on easy, excuse me, on normal, it feels like the NPCs are not even trying that hard. And even on hard, it feels like, it's not that hard. Go and play legendary mode or hard or normal on one of those older ones, and you will be getting your ass handed to you because those guys knew what they were doing. But I digress. I'm just a guy who loves video games and hasn't forgotten anything. I haven't sat there and said, well, you know what? I don't remember what things were like in the old times. All I know is what things are like now. And I know what things are like now, so I need to go ahead and do this. No, fuck you. I know what things were like in the old times. I still love video games. I have played more video games than I can count. And I'm not going to sit there and have you fucking gaslight me and lie to me and piss on my boots and tell me it's fucking raining. Go fuck yourself. And that's how dare you? Now, let's end on a positive note. There are a lot of PS3 games, a lot of Xbox games, and a lot of games in between for many systems that are pretty cheap right now. I would strongly recommend, and these are good games, strongly recommend you pick a lot of those up before it gets too late. And what I mean is when everything goes digital. I would like to think, I think someone should make a song. There's a song called American Pie. I forgot who the guy who made it was. I'll think about it as soon as I get out of here. But I like to think that song would like make someone needs to make a version of it. It's like bye bye PlayStation Pie or no PlayStation 5. You went to digital, so gaming died. Them good old boys are still playing physical and rye, saying this'll be the day that I die. So to me, I think that basically once PS5 is dead and gone, I just don't think there's no game out there that's going to basically make you, unless you're just like hardcore, because they're going to have to do some memory berry stuff. Like, oh, well, we're giving you Kratos before he was the god of war and when he was just a Spartan, and it's all redone and it's a completely new game. And guess what? His brother, oh, he's a homosexual. Because that's what we do now for games. Um, and there's nothing wrong with that, but you're just throwing it in there to throw it in there. If you want to do that, hey man, more power to you. But you're just throwing it in there to throw it in there. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, aliens, whatever you identify in this wonderful, beautiful, and awesome world,